articles.
Okay.
Walter Williams on the meaning of the Confederate flag. Definitely, I, I've always heard two different things from my parents that, and from others. Confederate flag is a down south thing. Confederate flag is racist. Confederate flag is this. Confederate flag is, and it's like, in my mindset, I want to see for myself.
Yeah.
Always.
Like I said, because I don't even honestly know.
Yeah.
Like the
Fact.
true meaning.
But growing up, I will always get,
Yeah.
that's racist.
Yeah.
That's racist. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would always get that. But you already know. Let's go ahead and jump right in the video.
Another text for you, Dr. Williams. Hello, Walter. My name is Devin, and I'm a 25-year-old half-black and half-white male from Virginia. I was just wondering what your opinion is on the new political correctness movement and the sudden cry of cultural appropriation from self-proclaimed allies of minorities.
Well, I think we should ignore the so-called politically correct strictures. When people say to me, well, Williams, you can't say that. Oh, I say, well, damn if I can, because the First Amendment of the United States Constitution guarantees me the right. And so I think that what we ought to do is ignore these people that are demanding that we change our language to accommodate some particular values that they might have.
Front page of the New York Times recently was this article about Halloween. Costume correctness on campus. Feel free to be you, but not me. And it's an article about what is acceptable. And Pocahontas, Caitlyn Jenner, and Pancho Villa are no-nos. Also off limits are geisha girls and samurai warriors. But you can be a Crayola crayon, a cup of Starbucks, or Where's Waldo?
I think that's really going very far. I think our grandparents would be shocked by the kind of things that we accept as that we just accept today. I think we should ignore it.
Do you see political correctness at George Mason?
Probably so, but I ignore it there as well. I don't see it in any of my classrooms, and I'm not politically correct at all. I say whatever I want to say, and my colleagues tolerate me. I've been there. I think I started my 35th year there.
Steve in Arlington Heights, Illinois, texts into you. Can you speak to the anti-Confederate hysteria currently sweeping the nation?
Yes, I think that I think people don't really understand much of the history of our country. And just very briefly, and this is on my website and my articles, and I talk about this, and that is in 1783, there was a Treaty of Paris, and the Treaty of Paris ended the war between the colonies in Great Britain. And if you read the Treaty of Paris, it says that there are 13 sovereign nations. That is, each state was a nation. And these states came together as principals in 1787, and they created the federal government as their agent. And principals can always fire their agents. And so, and if you read the ratification documents of Rhode Island, New York, and Virginia, they specifically say in the documents that if the federal government becomes abusive of the powers that we have delegated to the federal government, we have the right to rescind those powers. That is, we have the right to secede. And so most Americans do not understand the they think that the war was solely to end slavery, but the war was for much more than that. And so, but however, the winners of any war write its history, and so the Confederacy has just they've gotten really a bad name, and I think that I think that this anti-Confederacy movement is just maybe one more step towards towards abolishing many of our symbols. Now, one can argue one can argue whether the Confederacy was right in seceding, and you don't have to be for slavery. You can be against slavery, but that's an independent argument. Did they have the right to secede? And all the evidence suggests, yes, they did have the right to secede because the states were principals and they came together and created the federal government. That is, most Americans today think that they virtually think that the states are a creation of the federal government. And matter of fact, that's the way Congress acts, that the states are a creation of the federal government, but it's actually the opposite.
He remind me of Atomic Soul.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He remind me of Atomic Soul, the way that he's explaining things
his
and
information.
and trying to give you information to actually know the meaning of different things and not just jump into, oh, this person is saying this and this person is saying that, because I feel like
facts.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that people tend to do, is that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because it's not like he said, she said this, like he's coming with
this is history.
Yeah, I would say like actual facts and history to us.
And I feel like a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this stuff, like this is stuff that you would want your kids to learn in school rather than other things, because believe it or not, you go and you teach these kids. I'm gonna say it because you graduated high school. I graduated high school. You go through school and you learn these different things. What I don't get and what I don't understand though is that a lot of the stuff that I was taught and learned, I don't remember. It don't apply to today. You know what I'm saying? It don't apply. Well, it don't. I said that wrong. It don't apply to nothing that, you know, we deal with. Exactly. But if this stuff was taught, I feel like this would. This is Well, I'd be like, oh, okay, I remember this. I know this. I know. And it's crazy because we just started a month ago reacting to these type of videos, and you really don't know as much because you weren't taught that. You was taught something else. And that's something that you should, like, these are important things that we should know. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it, like, I'll be watching the little videos, and some of them be funny because some of the questions be common sense. Of, you know, questions about the United States or about this or about that. Oh, yeah. Interviewing different people, and they'll come with some, you're like, no, that's the answer. Like, you know, but some stuff is like, you never know. They might not have got taught that. Yeah, I would say, because half of this stuff is like, we don't even know. Yeah, you're not taught that, and on top of that, you will have. Some people don't do research. You know, some people don't, and I feel like that's something that's important to do. And I'm glad that we are now. It's never too late. Yeah, facts. But at the same time, a lot of people didn't get taught, you know, certain amount of things. But some stuff, yes, you did get taught, and some of those answers they should know. But, you know what I'm saying, definitely appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this reaction. Definitely was a good, video. More of Walter Williams. Make sure y'all comment down below. Definitely want to check out some more. Remind me of Thomas. So, you already know. Catch y'all next one.